And then we use the bazooka. And then the Sword of Time. And success. Literally the best at games. But when I'm not playing The Legend of Zelda and helping the little blue guy collect all the rings on my Sony Xbox, I like to play tabletop games. You might have noticed this is a tabletop channel. If you haven't noticed, hello for the first time, I guess. And that is where Button Shy games come in. And just before we get into the review in full, just a little bit of a disclaimer. Button Shy Games did send me this game for free for review purposes. However, they're not sponsoring this video, so the thoughts and feelings around this are my own. That being said, let's have a look how the game plays. Okay, so we've got the game set up on the tutorial. So this has the 9 guards set up, but it does go up standard, hard and expert with 10, 11 and 12 respectively. That just increases the difficulty because the idea of the game to succeed is you need to get from the first card to the end card. It does take place over 4 rounds, so if you can do it in one go, brilliant, well done you. You're the best at games, not me. But I'm still the best at games. But you go as far as you can and then you start again. The cards remain revealed, so if you make it to here and you have to start again, you know at least what's coming up. Now, how do you progress through it? So in the revealed cards, so the first card revealed, we've got this little, it looks like a thingy ring, we won't say anything more, and this little plant looking monster, and they both have indications of exactly what they need to be defeated. You defeat one of the enemies on the card and then you move on to the next card. So this one here, the little thingy ring, we won't talk about it further, would take a reticle and a dash movement. I don't know whether they've got names, I don't think it matters. We're going to call it a reticle and a dash. So, do we have a reticle and a dash? We do, but it would cost a really powerful card because we've got a dash and a shield and a reticle on a different card, so it would cost 3 just to defeat that one, whereas the little weird squid plant thing is a reticle and a shield, and we have those here. So we can activate, so we can push those down as our button combination, and we can move on to the next card. Yes! And that is the game. And it is absolutely genius. So, let's touch upon a couple more features that are abilities on the bottom of each card that can do certain things. So, for example, the current ability on the current card that we're currently on is on your current level card. Okay, didn't realise we were going to carry on saying the word current. On your current level card and the next card, treat each icon in enemy/combo cost as a star. Now, the little star / asterisk just means you can use any icon to defeat it. So that's quite good. The next thing we can see on this specific card is this little blue line. Now, if we defeat the weird looking plant monster, reticle and shield, we can do that in one card, then we would move on to the next card, onto the next attack, onto the next enemy, and it'd be fine, good, brilliant. However, if we manage to defeat this little flying fly thing at the bottom with 2 dashes, then we would start a combo. If we then moved on to the next card and there was a continued blue line, we could continue the combo by the single button press that's in the middle of it, making our life much easier. It's a good mechanic and it's absolutely amazing when it pays off. However, it's a little bit rare. I think there's only about 3 blue lines and 3 of the other colour lines in the game, and there's a few cards that you don't use while you're playing as well, depending on the difficulty of the level. So it's very good, and you can change it around later, which we might look into, but for now, I don't have what it takes, I don't think, when I can just use a single card to kill the plant monster. So as this has got a reticle and a shield, we can use that to kill that straight away, and we move on to the next card. Ah, yes. So this is a different coloured combo card. Unfortunately, that means it's a different combo, so we can't use that. However, we do have a little weird Abe's Odyssey monster thing there, and a suicide chicken there. Now, the Abe's Odyssey monster is dash and shield, and the suicide chicken is 2 reticles. Now, we do have a single card that is dash and shield, so we could kill the Abe's Odyssey looking monster and move on. Or, and this is another mechanic that we need to be aware of, we could use the cards that we've already defeated. So if we push the top 2, we can go, right, we've defeated it and move on and feel really bad about ourselves because we've missed it. It's there. We could have on this one just used a single shield, which I've got, and then we would have been straight on to the next one. Instead, we have to either sacrifice 3 cards, 3 icons, 3 button presses, or we would then need the 2 reticles, which we just don't have. And that is basically the game. So you would work your way through each of them. Oh, there's a third one. Whoops. My goodness, this would have been an actually really fun one to play. And there you go. I think I've given the game away. So I'm going to start with the bad. I am going to start with the bad about this game. I'm being very silly. I'm just revealing everything. So we could have moved through this quite quickly. We could have moved that. We would have won by that point. But it's fine. I'm going to start with the bad. And this is very subjective, so I won't be really including this in my final thoughts, but I just want to let you know that if I had seen this and looked at it and gone, oh my, it looks like Mega Man from Temu, and it's not my style. I don't like the artwork. And that's fine because, well, it's subjective. So you might love this artwork, and at the end of the day, it has no real bearing on the game, except I just don't like it. I have played this game quite a lot now, and it hasn't grown on me. Some of the artwork does grow on me. This hasn't. I just don't like the art. That being said, it hasn't stopped me from playing the game because the game is fun. It does hark back to playing the Super Nintendo where you're just trying to get through your little levels and defeat the boss at the end. It's good. And I really, really wanted something a little bit more controversial to say about this because Scott Almes keeps taking my money. Well, in this case, haha, Scott, got this one for free. Ha ha ha. But would I have bought this game just on its looks? No, I wouldn't because I don't like the look of it at all. Will I be buying the expansions now that I've had a chance to play this game? Yes. Yes, I will. So I think my kind of review on this one. Remember, we don't really give numbers, but we do give the 4 different things. So what do we don't buy it, try before you buy, etc. This one I would highly recommend if you like the art style and you like Scott Almes games, just go buy it. There's not really much loss. It's about $10. It is that fun. If you don't like the art style, but you think you might like the game, yeah, give it a whirl. It's $10. Why not? If you do not like the art style and don't think you're going to like it, do the print and play. Because I'd give it a go. It is very short, snappy and fun. And once you get it and it clicks and you get to play through and everything just works the way that you want and you're the genius, it is definitely worth it. If, however, you despise the artwork and you don't have fond memories of playing video games when you were a little tiny cultist, just avoid it. Which is going to be a shame because it is a fun game. I just think there's better games out there. By Scott Almes, by Button Shy, I think you can get a better round package from my personal opinion. That includes the amazing gameplay and the amazing artwork. This, unfortunately to me, just has the amazing gameplay. It will stay in my collection. I will be buying the expansions, but I will not stop harking on how much I just don't vibe with the artwork at all, especially with the flying penis ring. It's fun, I just don't understand it. That being said, that is, yeah, I would recommend this straight away. And yeah, thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to go back to playing Zelda's Bazooka Adventure 7. Be gone.